This is your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Thursday, August 29. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. All is set for the country's legislators to debate a medical cannabis bill tomorrow. But opposition leader Joseph Avali is calling on the Mia Motley administration to put the debate on hold until key groups across the country can discuss the matter.
I am not expressing an opinion, neither is the PDP expressing an opinion on the benefits vis-a-vis the whole issue of the use of medicinal marijuana. What I'm asking is, and I actually am imploring the minister responsible for bringing the matter to Parliament tomorrow, and strangely enough, it is the Minister of Agriculture. I'm asking him and I'm asking the government to defer a debate on such a measure. You cannot bring a bill that would legalize the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes or any other purposes in Barbados without wide consultation. You're bringing a bill that will affect the way pharmacies operate in Barbados, the way medication is dispensed in Barbados, prescribed in Barbados. You're bringing a bill which you will suggest can provide medicinal benefits to patients in Barbados, while the science globally is divided on that. And all we are saying as a party, all I'm saying as a leader of the opposition, is that I think government should defer discussion on this, should provide for wider public scrutiny of the measure.
The Anti-Gun and Gangs Unit of the Royal Barbados Police Force is currently conducting investigations into the discovery and the seizure of 5 firearms. The discovery was made on Tuesday at the compound of an established courier company. Police have not released the name of the company, explaining that investigations are at a sensitive stage. The cargo in which the firearms were discovered had entered the island via the Grantley Adams International Airport. Barbados's ambassador to the United Nations, Elise Thompson, today proposed a rethink of the Caribbean's tourism sector. She wants less focus on numbers and more on improving visitor experience and boosting tourist spend. Speaking at the Caribbean Sustainable Tourism Conference in St. Vincent and the Grenadines today, Thompson lamented that in pursuit of bumper tourist arrivals, sound advice was often cast aside and in some cases never sought at all.
Counting arrivals takes precedence over counting and increasing per capita visitor spend. Caribbean countries are small, fragile ecosystems. We are, for the most part, extremely water scarce or water stressed. There is a limit to the number of bodies and footfalls that we can have on a beach, in a cave, at a waterfall, or at an attraction on any single day before the pressure on that ecosystem becomes unsustainable. In some instances, over-tourism and ecosystem fatigue are already evident at some locations.
Thompson was speaking on the topic business, benefits, beneficiaries, obstacles and opportunities. She challenged Caribbean destinations to develop tourism products that are truly sustainable. She stressed that locals must also benefit.
When a hotel seeks to destroy and build on the last remaining mangrove area or special ecosystem, is the development denied or allowed? When new tourism villas will cut off the access of local communities to a popular beach, who is given precedence? The hotel or the locals? When security guards at hotel properties prevent nationals from even walking the beach, who is really the owner and the beneficiary of the tourism product of the country? When fishermen complain that the disposal practices of hotels and their discharges into the marine environment are ruining fish stocks at a traditional fishing site, who listens? Who in our governments and tourism sectors make the determination of pursuing short-term gain over long-term sustainability? Do we truly appreciate the link between climate resilience profitability in the tourism sector, and sustainability. Do we even have a vision of sustainability for our countries and our tourism sector? Is it woven into the fabric of our national development planning?
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now. In Trinidad and Tobago, Public Services Association President Watson Duke is to face at least one charge under the Sedition Act. National Security Minister Stuart Young disclosed at today's post-cabinet media briefing that he was informed that the Director of Public Prosecutions, Roger Gasper, has issued instructions to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to lay at least one charge against Duke. Duke was arrested Monday to face questions over statements he publicly made several months ago. The union boss has been in hospital for the past 2 days after falling ill while detained. Young denied the government had any prior knowledge of Duke's arrest, saying it was entirely the work of the police service. He also refuted some claims that freedom of speech was under attack and that government was seeking to amend the Sedition Act. On the international scene, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis today declared a state of emergency, with Hurricane Dorian expected to slam into the country on Monday as a Category 4 system. More in this report from Reuters Television.
After pounding island after island with torrential rain and strong winds, Hurricane Dorian on Thursday set its sights on Florida, now on track to intensify into a major Category 4 storm before slamming into Florida's coast on Labor Day.
All Floridians really need to monitor Hurricane Dorian and make the necessary preparation.
Dorian spared the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico from its full wrath, with little damage reported. But as it churns toward Florida, it's gaining in strength, expected to pack up to 130-mile-per-hour winds. Governor DeSantis told Floridians to load up with at least 7 days' worth of supplies.
The time to act is now.
His call comes as store shelves are emptying across the state.
Bought a lot of tuna fish, potato chips, and peanut butter and jelly, and that's water.
DeSantis, who declared a state of emergency, also addressed President Trump's recent decision to divert millions of dollars from FEMA to pay for immigration-related facilities along the border.
He said, whatever you need, we're good. And I said, because we had been briefed on the whole FEMA controversy, and to me it was more of a political controversy. They have a huge amount of money available.
DeSantis says he is confident Florida will get what it needs.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on iZooming Media, in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.